Hey, my name is Tom Bennett, and I wanted to share an experience that I had back on December 30th of 2018. I was performing. I'm a musician. I was up at Snow Basin that day. I was coming from southern Utah, and I went up Highway 84 westbound up into the mountains, up towards Mountain Green. And along the highway there, you can see the Weber River right off the side of the highway. And then on the other side of the Weber River, there's a train track that runs parallel with it. And right before I got to the exit where you get off to go to Snow Basin, you exit and then you cross back over to your left, and then you go up the highway again, Littler Highway. I forgot the number of it. And then you make a left at a Sinclair gas station and you go up to Snow Basin. Right before I got off of that exit right there to go to Snow Basin, I looked at the river, and I'm always looking into the mountains and at rivers and different things to enjoy the scenery, but also just to honestly to keep an eye out for Bigfoot. And, I had never seen anything, and I can't say that I definitely saw Bigfoot this day, but it was snowing really hard, and there are at times people fly fishing in that river. But on this particular day, right before that exit, when I looked down, I saw a large figure standing in the water. It was the shape of a very large man. I can't make out any of the details. I didn't see, a clear face or anything like that. That's why I can't say I certainly saw a Bigfoot. But I definitely saw something that I reported to the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization just this last week. And I've gone back and looked at the details. The date was December 30th. It must have been between noon and 1 because I played Snow Basin at 3 that day. And whatever I saw was standing in the river, like with its legs like this, bracing against the current. And again, it was very large. It was all dark, maybe black. It didn't look like much of the snow was sticking to it. I don't believe it was a fisherman because there was no backpack or, a bag for the fish. There was no, fly fishing movement going on. It was just a large man standing in the river, and he appeared to be kind of scanning down by his feet. And so I immediately pulled off of that exit. You can't just pull off the highway there. I needed to get off of that exit anyway. I pulled off there. I was in a little bit of a hurry. I figured I could make sense of it by going down to, down to the river and looking and seeing who was there. If there was a man fishing, that settled it. If there were human tracks going in, that would be enough for me to think it was a human. If there was a car parked there or a snowmobile parked there, any of these things would have been enough, to have me think I'm probably a person. And again, even now, probably was a person, but I don't think so. There were no tracks and no disturbances in the fresh snow leading down to where this person had been. Was not there now. And best I could tell, whoever it was must have come down from across the river down the steep mountains on the other side. So it's a real snowy day today, a lot like the day that I was there. Today is January 17th, 2020. The day this happened was December 30th, 2018. So I'm going to drive up there right now and show y'all where this happened. So earlier in the video, I mistakenly said 84 westbound. This is 84 eastbound, down by South Ogden. And this is the canyon where I had my experience. Now, when I initially reported this to the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization last week or so, I told them that my sighting was in Ogden Canyon. Now, I drove up Ogden Canyon late last night and quickly found that was not where I had been on December 30th, 2018. Now, I could have gone that way to go to Snow Basin, but I did not. I came from further south up the 84 west here. right there is where it would have been, I believe, if I remember correctly. So right at the Mountain Green Huntsville exit sign, you can see the Weber River. And if I remember correctly, that's where I was. Definitely somewhere on this little stretch, and you can't see the river here. You kind of can down there. Yeah, so it must have been that little spot down there where you can see the river. So there you go. That's where I saw my thing in the river. And I took the exit, just like I'm doing right now. And right where that vehicle up there is turning, I pulled off in this little cutoff right here. Right there. And ran over there to see if I could look down. And there's really nowhere to park a car. And there was nobody around. So, I don't know. I don't know.